Greetings to you, my beloved learners. I welcome you to this wonderful platform, the class of science. Okay, so today's lesson, as you can see on the chalkboard, we are going to look at the measurements and quantities. Questions that comes under this topic. Those are the questions that we are going to look at. This is science paper 1, because always paper 1 is what? Is physics. So quickly let me run you through the question and see how best we can handle this particular examination question. Below shows a simple pendulum that oscillates between position A and C. It takes 2.05 seconds go from A to C and back to midpoint B. Okay, so we are saying it takes 2.05 seconds from this point going up to C and coming back to B. Okay? Then let us look at the question that we have. A, bullet 1, calculate the period of a pendulum, that is 2 marks. 2, calculate frequency, 2 marks. B, brief describe how the period of a pendulum would be measured, 1 mark. Okay. So now, let us see how we are going to answer this question, as I said earlier. Okay, so here the first question says calculate the period of a pendulum, 2 marks. So now what is a period? That is the first thing you must understand. So a period in this case is the time taken for a pendulum to complete one oscillation. Time taken for a pendulum to complete one oscillation. And it is expressed as T, the big T for period. T represent period. T over N. Okay, that is the formula for period, because a period is actually the time taken for a pendulum to complete one oscillation. So now that we've come up with that formula, and you have to master that formula as a learner. Very, very important in physics. You know, physics also is part of mathematics because there are a lot of numbers in there. Okay, so now from there, we are going to substitute according to the given what? Given values in the statement. So time taken, remember we have 2.05 seconds. So we are going to say 2.05 seconds over what? Over N. So N now, we are looking at the number of pendulums now. Okay, number of oscillations. Okay, so now for the one oscillation to be completed, it means the bulb has to move from point A to C and back to B again, or to A again. From here, it moves from here, then from here up to here. It means one oscillation. Okay, so just moving from point A to C, that is half. Then from C to B, that is quarter. So now, the number of oscillation here is 3 over 4. Why? Because we have quarters. Quarter, this is 1 quarter from A to B, and from B to C is 1 quarter. That is 2 quarters. Again, from C to B, coming back there, that is 3 quarters. So 3 quarters, that will be 3 over what? 4. So if you are to convert 3 over 4, automatically, we are going to say 3 over 4. When we change this one to decimal numbers, it is going to be 0. There we have 7, 3. Okay, so 0.73. Okay, so now when you say 2.05 divided by 0.73, what is the answer? What is the answer there? Okay, so what will be the answer? And in fact, this is 0.75. If we convert that one, that is what we are going to have. What will be the answer? The answer will be 2.733 seconds. Remember, period is the time taken. So units is in what? Seconds. Okay. So now from there, we go to the next one. Calculate the frequency. Calculate the what? The frequency. So now the formula for frequency is equals to n over t. So that is the formula for frequency. Always you should make sure that you master the formulas, as I said in my first place. I did mention that formulas are very, very important in physics. So that is the formula for a frequency. So now let us substitute according to these same values that we have in the statement. So n, we said it's 0.75. 0.75 over 2.05. So when we do the calculations here, what are we going to have? Okay, so we are saying 0.75 divided by 2.05. The answer is going to be 0.37 hertz. Remember, the units for frequency is hertz. So now, what is a frequency? A frequency is actually the number of complete oscillation per second. Okay, the number of complete oscillation per second. That is what is known as the frequency, and that one is expressed as frequency is equals to n over t. Okay, this is the one. So we have just gotten the values that we have in the statement and found the answer. So this is what 2 marks. Then apart from that, we have the last part of our question where they are telling us to briefly describe how the period of a pendulum would be measured. Period of a pendulum actually can be measured by using a stopwatch. One, you get the stopwatch, just that we don't have a stopwatch here. Then you get the bulb, which is this one. Okay, and this bulb has to be attached to a fixed position like this one. Okay, so by using this, then you'll be able to measure the what? The period of a pendulum. So I've mentioned how many things? 3. So first of all, you should have a stopwatch. Then you have the bulb attached to a fixed point. Then you are done. So that is how you can measure the period of a pendulum. So how are we going to put it? I think this time around we can use this other part of the body here to fix. So B, how can we measure? So by using a stopwatch, a bulb attached to a fixed position. So this is how you can measure the period of a pendulum. It means now once you describe like this, you have scored the 1 mark which is there. Remember this question at how many marks? 5. So by answering like the way we have answered here, it means you have scored the all 5 marks, which is very, very important to you as a candidate. Thank you so very much for your attention. We'll meet you in the next class.